Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends, lore, and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. It's been a fantastic week, everybody.
Definitely great week.
It's been a great week.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
But it's also been a great year because
I
this
guess so.
episode is our anniversary episode.
Come on.
A whole year?
52.
Holy crap.
52
Our 1 year
weeks.
anniversary. We should celebrate.
Definitely let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate whatever you want to do.
All right. I think, as is tradition, a dance party.
We do a dance party. Whatever you're doing right now,
Put
stop
your
what
baby
you're doing.
down.
Stop driving.
Pull
Pull
the car
over.
over.
Stand up in your office.
Stand up in your office. Take your shoes off.
Take your shirt off.
And guys, we're going to have a dance party
Yep.
featuring live from Miami, Mr. Pitbull Worldwide.
Take it away. It's the 50s, man.
Apples, eh?
I've always said that.
Green and grape.
It's Italian Cam.
Well,
I don't feel so good.
Let's get bullied.
it's my Nebos.
He got legs like a cassowary.
Oh, boy.
Not a lot of people have eaten their own pets.
All right. That was fun.
That was fun. I'm
Oh,
tired.
yeah, I am
Yeah.
sweaty like a...
Yeah, you can put your
Like,
shirt back on
like
now.
me. That would be the analogy. I'm sweaty like me.
All right, so I've got some headlines for you
Alrighty.
fellas.
Oh, good. That's why I'm here.
380-pound Florida man,
Okay.
nothing,
Nothing?
was hit with an additional
Oof.
felony charge after jail personnel discovered a bag of meth wedged deep
Oh.
within his belly button.
Okay.
Okay, that's how you do it.
What else has been hidden in the belly button before?
Oh.
And that one, I don't know.
Very small pickles.
No, kudos to him, though, honestly. That's
Wait,
creative.
you have pickles in your belly button? We're gonna
How
ignore
else are you
that?
going to pickle them?
So you are currently
Well, they're very small
pickling-
cucumbers.
Yeah. Right now they're cucumbers.
Yeah, and then a saran wrap layer.
Okay.
It works,
Right.
is the thing.
A brine.
A brine. And then, bro, y'all have eaten them. Y'all didn't know?
Oh,
woof.
I thought they were sour, but goodness.
Tangy.
Linty. All right, so this Florida man was dining at a McDonald's.
Nice.
Right.
I didn't know. I never considered McDonald's a dining restaurant.
It's a dining
I
experience.
don't feel like I'm ever dining.
At 380 pounds, I assume he would be at McDonald's.
Well, he's getting a salad, probably.
Oh, probably McSalad shakers. Probably one for each,
Shaker-
one for
I
each
remember
hand.
those.
Yeah, like maracas.
So he was there at McDonald's. An employee of McDonald's thought he seemed a little off.
Okay.
So they ended up.
He's 385 pounds and he's eating a salad.
Yeah,
Right.
something's wrong.
Yeah.
So the employee called police. Police came and found a hypodermic needle
Ouchers.
on this person,
Okay.
full of meth.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So-
he plans ahead. So he's not impulsive because you'd think
No.
if you put meth in a syringe, you're ready to do it, right?
Right.
Well, yeah, right after he finishes his salad shaker.
Okay. Yeah.
He,
yeah.
he brought it to go. For dessert.
So police took him to jail.
Uh-huh.
They're booking him, and when he's in jail, they ended up doing a cavity search.
Okay.
Okay,
Oof.
so they're looking in all of this
Orifices.
5'8"
Whoa.
380-pound man.
Yeah. All the crevices.
And it says in the deep crevice of his belly button,
Thick boy.
Yeah.
they found a plastic baggie with 2.7 grams of meth.
Oof.
Okay. I found stuff in my belly button.
Right. But not like.
Never been drugs.
No, well, I mean, and I'm sure he claimed they weren't his.
No. I mean, if you got like an abusive sister,
I didn't
she
know
may
that was there.
stuff.
Yeah.
She may stuff meth in your belly button.
When
just
you're
to try-
sleeping.
to try and
Yeah.
get you in trouble.
Bingo.
Does this chunky boy deserve to be put in the timeout corner?
Will he fit
don't know.
in the timeout?
It's not a big corner.
It's not.
Let's say no.
Yeah, I say he gets a free pass. I think he's trying to better himself. He's eating salads.
Good man.
We should encourage him.
Is that a fact we made up? The salad part?
What?
I think we did make that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's at McDonald's.
Well, we're just assuming.
Yeah. Better than himself.
For his benefit.
To be fair, he may have forgotten that the meth was in his belly button.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sounds
Absolutely.
like it.
Because why would you carry some in here and some in a hypodermic?
Right.
You go two hypodermics.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. All right. So next headline: Police in Florida
Okay.
Got him.
So that headline was sent in to us by Heather B. from Virginia.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Heather, for that.
Keeping us updated.
That story is disgusting, but thank you very much, Heather.
Yeah. I don't know what you're looking at, Heather, but
Yuck.
Gross.
keep
stuff.
sending them.
Yeah.
So police in Florida tased a man
Okay.
Sounds right.
after he crawled up into the ceiling space of a Walmart
Yeah.
and refused to come down.
Okay.
Wow, that's some high ceiling.
Let's picture this, because last time I was in Walmart,
Yep.
a long time ago,
Yeah,
but
thank God.
the ceilings are like 40 feet high.
I think he was prepping for Black Friday.
Oh,
Absolutely.
like setting up camp?
Right.
Yeah, Walmart's 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you think he was going to take a nap?
He was going to scale
In
down
those rafters.
and right into first place in line.
I think he had to go to either layaway department or the bathroom to get up in that.
Maybe
roof.
he just lost his balloon and was trying to get it down.
That's probably it.
No, I think Josh is onto something, actually.
Thank you.
If you go to the layaway department or the restroom,
Uh-huh.
you could access the ceiling and then,
Oh, maybe he was taking layaway, very literal.
yeah.
He's like, I'm just going to lay away till
Way
Black
up here
Friday,
in the
way
ceiling.
up here. Get it?
So this guy climbed up in the rafters. Police couldn't get him down. They had the standoff. They evacuated the entire Walmart.
Was he clothed? Because I don't picture
Yes.
him with a shirt on. for
He
some
was
reason.
clothed, but they said that he was acting a little off. They weren't sure what kind of substance he was on. I mean, they probably
There's
figured
no
that out from
deals
the
up
fact that he
there.
was up there.
There's no deals up there, sir.
Did they check his belly button to see?
Maybe in jail. So
Absolutely.
eventually they tased him, got him out of the ceiling, and took him to a hospital to get checked out because they weren't sure what kind of drugs he was on.
Because climbing to the ceiling's not illegal. I've always said that.
No, he
not-
has always said that. And I wonder if he realizes how lucky he is that he just got tased.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm thinking you're 40 feet up, you get tased. What are you going to do? You're only going to fall down.
You're going to
That's
drop like
true.
a sack
Yeah.
of potatoes.
So do we make a decision now as far as the shame corner? We've got one chonky boy with meth in his belly.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
We've got he can't be chonky if he's in the ceiling
No.
Uh,
Sounds like a party between those two.
of a Walmart. Who goes in the shame corner?
I think that honestly, Gator Bait Chris Honey just stays
He
in there.
stays
another
in
week.
there.
From the last episode?
Yeah, I think he just
Get
stays
a
in
real username.
Yeah.
That one's a dud.
Yeah, get a new username and we'll let you out.
Maybe.
So I've got a feel good story real quick.
That's what I'm talking about.
Please.
Triple dipper.
Florida woman
Yeah.
actually wins a free baby thanks to
Uh-huh.
a Win a Baby radio contest.
Excuse me?
Oh, but that was the free win a baby thing.
Yeah.
I signed up for it. I just didn't.
They reached out to us
they
for,
didn't give one to Josh.
as
did
a
not.
sponsor and we
Yeah.
denied it.
So this radio station in Florida, B1039, offered a contest for a free round of in vitro fertilization.
okay,
cool.
As like a contest.
That's awesome.
oh,
So-
her baby.
Apparently, people that are having trouble
Sure.
conceiving children obviously would go through this. It costs $20,000 a round per in vitro.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And you're
not
never
good
guaranteed
success rate,
anything.
right?
Yeah.
This is a real stomach baby. I didn't think it was going to be a real
No.
stomach
So,
baby.
yes, this lady won this contest, went through the in vitro, and actually this month had her baby
Come
from this
on.
contest.
That's
Whoa.
awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Congratulations.
Now
Super
she's
cool.
she's like, I don't know if I was really wanting.
She's like, I won it, so I took it.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to enter a contest, and I entered this one.
I didn't think I was going to win.
I know. What
I
are the
never
odds?
win anything.
I'll be honest, like that is very clever on the
Yeah,
radio
crazy.
station. It's crazy. It's crazy happy, but like what a marketing idea.
I feel like you two are really happy because you're both doing raise the roof hand signs.
Like, listen, we've always said
It's
that.
really uncomfortable.
The angels rejoice and we rejoice.
Wow.
I mean, it's one of those things that people don't really think about as far as a contest,
No.
but you're talking about $20,000, to try to go
Can
through
I
this
take the
process.
cash?
Yeah. Let me take the cash home and think about it.
Josh was just looking for an actual baby to take home.
Yeah, I just want to see how him and I get along.
Yeah.
I
so-
picture him as a him. His name is Randy. Good evening.
Oh, hey.
So this episode is supposed to premiere on a day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I know a lot of people are going to be nervous
Absolutely.
Meeting family, friends.
Mhm.
It's a nervous time. Thanksgiving's really a bore.
Right.
Yes.
It is.
It is. So I thought I would, talk about my own experience. You've heard of my Thanksgivings in the past where I had a Piccadilly buffet
Mhm.
Right.
for Thanksgiving.
Right.
But this one happens when I'm a little bit older.
Okay.
And
How old are you?
I don't know. It's after high school, but before now.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
So I had been dating this girl. At February 15th, we started, obviously, because that's when you start dating girls.
Mhm.
The day after Valentine's
Day
Day.
after Valentine's Day, like a
Right.
smart man. And we're getting towards the end of the year. I mean, we're getting close.
Right.
Like best friends. We're talking almost every day.
Right.
Like you
Wow.
do. We even shared a Halloween costume.
Okay.
Wait,
and
what?
now it's
How did you share one?
like the 2-person Halloween costumes.
Like ketchup and one is mustard?
Well, kind of, but this one was sewn together.
Like you were the head of the horse and she was the bum.
Well, it wasn't sewn together that much. There was a terrible movie that came out. Matt Damon, Greg Kinnear. They were twins that were attached to each other at the liver. I thought it super funny to me if we go as a 3-second clip from them when they are
Wait,
boxers.
what movie is this?
Stuck on You,
Okay.
So you and your girlfriend go as Siamese twins from the movie Stuck on You.
basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
bingo.
Attached at the waist, boxers, but we're boxers
Okay.
because there's a 3-second clip where they're beating someone up in the ring.
Jeez.
Okay.
And that made me laugh. And what is this life about if it's not about making me laugh?
Amen.
Amen.
You've always said that.
So Halloween goes good. We make a hit at all these parties.
Mhm.
Thanksgiving time, she goes, "You got to come up. You got to meet the family."
Oof.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. She finally says, "My parents bought you a ticket, and I know you're not doing anything." So I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
guess I'm going."
Yeah.
So, the day before, she says, "It's not just a normal Thanksgiving. It's kind of a family reunion."
Oh,
That's
my
kind of been planned for
This is
like
gonna be
3
perfect.
years. So I'm like, oh, sweet. I mean, at this point, I'm confident in myself because I'm 5'8",
Mm-hmm.
36-inch waist.
Right.
Shock put body.
Yeah.
Cucumbers in your belly button.
Cucumbers, not yet.
Oh, not yet. That
That's
was a phase.
Yeah, that was a phase. So I take a flight up there. Flight gets delayed, so I don't get picked up till super late. And that's when I meet her dad and her uncle,
Mhm.
which is nice. I get to her house. Everybody's asleep. And I just crash. Well, I think she's even making me a bed. I just crash. Family room, right on the couch. Boom.
You just pass out. You're done.
Yeah, I pass out. I'm
Okay.
done. I wake up and probably the most uncomfortable I've ever been. I've never dreaded waking up more than that moment
Okay.
because I'm alerted to my senses come alive, and I have a needle feeling in my chest.
So
Okay.
you're having a heart attack.
I had hoped so,
Okay. Okay.
It was that bad?
but there's crying also happening
Oh.
behind me.
Somebody else was having a heart attack.
Yeah, I guess so. So crying behind me, needles in my chest. I try to shift and shifting my face, hoping to alert the adult human woman
Mm-hmm.
Who's crying behind you?
who's crying behind me that, hey, there's a human under these covers.
Yeah.
I do a little shift and I feel just a plate of hair attached to the
What?
side of my face.
Okay.
This is a shaggy hair. I would later learn that I had put my face on the cat's basically bed. I had used that as a pillow.
You're allergic to cats.
And I am allergic to cats.
Oh, no.
So the shifting didn't alert the crying woman that I was there.
So she didn't know you were there.
No, luckily I had seen the layout before I crashed, and it's like a kitchen, a wall, almost like a bar, and then like a drop down, almost den living room.
Oh, okay.
And I'm behind the wall.
Okay.
There's a couch.
On the cat bed.
Yeah, on the cat bed couch. So instantly my face and brain realizes, hey, bro, that's a cat. You're allergic. And I let out a sneeze that I was not prepared for. And basically, it took my breath away and could have capsized a sailboat. I realize at this point, she's probably heard that
Yeah.
Right.
because the only other sound was her crying.
Right.
And now it has stopped by the time my eardrums come back in
Right.
from that sneeze.
Wow, that's a That's a big sneeze.
Yeah, it was rough. And even like I saw like cat hairs go away.
Like dander.
So I decide what's best. Let me act like that didn't wake me up. Let me just snuggle back in my pillow,
Yeah,
the cat hair pillow,
Right.
and act like that sneeze didn't do nothing to me. I'm so sleepy over here. So I don't hear her. I kind of hear her in the kitchen behind me, and I am trying to hold these sneezes in because they are happening, and I can just feel my body lifting,
Convulsing because you're trying not to sneeze.
And what feels like an hour, probably 10 minutes, I hear my girlfriend's voice.
Okay.
And she's in the same room as the adult woman, who would be her mom. And she says, basically, what are you doing up? And why are you crying? And
it sounds like she was trying to sneak down to see her boyfriend.
amen, baby.
And instead she finds her mother crying.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hello.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. She probably crying because she's like, I thought he'd be better looking.
Yeah.
You can do better. So the story I heard out of my ear was your dad and your uncle had to leave to get your cousin because on his way over here, he got pulled over and apparently had drugs in the car.
Oh, no.
So
Meth
they had
probably.
meth in the belly button. So they had to go 3 hours to get him. Apparently, they were going to be the brunt of helping prepare this Thanksgiving.
The following day.
Yeah, the following day, because
Okay.
this is Thanksgiving Eve.
Right,
now.
right.
This morning, I'm waking up. And so I was going to be entertained by the girlfriend at the time, but now the girlfriend has to help out.
Okay.
So do I either have to hang out in the cat house or I get the option to hang out with the younger brother.
Oh, woof.
And in the beginning, when I tried not to go to this thing, I said, I don't have any clothes.
Right.
And she says, my brother will have clothes if we even go outside.
You don't own clothes?
I mean, I don't have upstate New York winter
okay.
clothes
Right, because you're Floridian.
because I'm Floridian.
Yeah.
And she says, we're only going to be outside basically one day, and that's Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I'm like, Thanksgiving outside, upstate New York? Definitely don't want to do that.
What year is this?
Don't have the clothes. And she says, well, there's like 70 people coming, so it's
Oh
got to be
my
outside
God.
because we can't all fit inside.
Oh, my gosh.
That sounds
So,
miserable.
Yeah. So back to the day, I get to go out and hang out with the younger brother. We run some errands, and then he's like, we're going to go over to Zach's house. And he's got skis and snowboards and kind of hills and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that you hadn't played in snow before. We'll have a blast.
Florida boy.
Yeah. And so we're just chit chatting. He's like, nice glasses. Are they polarized?
Okay.
And honestly, they were probably $5.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yeah,
Because you want to be cool.
because I want to be cool. I
Right.
want everybody to like me. And nobody likes a loser that doesn't have polarized
No.
sunglasses.
100%.
So we probably spend, I don't know, majority of the day outside playing in the snow. And that's exhausting.
Sounds
Right.
I
beautiful.
don't know if y'all have ever played in the snow.
I've never seen snow.
No.
Oh, you throw a snowball, it'll knock a squirrel off a tree.
Really?
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
So I get pulled in the tube. I tried cross country skiing. I don't go nowhere. It's a terrible sport. I don't know how anybody does that. So we get back to the house, and my eyes are almost instantaneously. I'm like, did they add cats to this house? What is happening here? And so they give me Benadryl.
Okay.
Because it's cat. They think cat allergy.
Yeah.
I think cat allergy, but my eyes are so itchy. Luckily, the Benadryl puts me out. I don't wake up till kind of the next morning, to where my eyes feel like they have crusted over, like someone has thrown cheese and put them in the oven, and it's like sandpaper. And so I go into the bathroom, I turn the light on, and instantly I'm blinded and in pain because the light just hurts. So I'm like, what is this cat? What kind of cat curse
Right.
have I been given?
You got cheese in your eyes.
So I'm rubbing them. They are more than bloodshot. I mean, they are Crayola red.
Right.
And luckily the aunt's a nurse,
Okay.
but nobody's awake yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the awkward thing of laying in bed, eyes in pain, bloodshot, and just dripping liquid, hoping to appear normal when the girlfriend comes in to wake me up. So she finally does, and she goes, "What's wrong with your eyes?" And I'm like, "The cat." And immediately she gets her aunt, the nurse, and the aunt nurse is like, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of these, but this is snow blindness.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently he asked me if they were my glasses
Oh,
were
gosh.
polarized
Oh, to prevent it.
to prevent snow blindness. While they had cool freaking snow goggles on,
Right.
I only had like aviators that not blocking
Oh
any
no!
sun.
Yeah, but you look cool.
I did look cool. I was the coolest kid on the slope
Yeah, for
that,
sure.
that day.
But the Florida boy didn't know any better.
No, and she's like, I don't think you're going to participate in today's Thanksgiving outside. They gave me some aspirins, eye drops, and she's like, basically, keep this cold compress on your face.
Oh, jeez.
And we'll bring you some plates of food.
And thank you for flying up to New York.
God.
So you had to sit inside by yourself.
Well, luckily, during the beginning of Thanksgiving, everybody wanted to traipse through and meet me because I had been praised so highly.
Oh, yeah.
So what they find is this.
Sweaty t-shirt, eyes red, bloodshot, me rubbing them, and them go, I've never even seen anybody with snow blindness. I lived over here my whole life.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm like, it's good to meet you. I can't wait. Hopefully I meet you again where I can see you.
So you flew home, how long after that?
The next day, immediately the next morning. So I didn't get to enjoy Thanksgiving.
You need
Right.
some of those little paper sunglasses from when you get your eyes dilated.
I needed anything at that point.
How long did the relationship last?
A couple weeks after that.
Yeah, I don't think you come back from that.
No, you
No.
don't recover from snow
No, because she
blindness.
ate Thanksgiving outside.
Right, without you.
She left you?
Yes.
No, that's unforgivable.
This was a family reunion. I
Unforgivable.
wasn't family.
She should have been feeding you.
I think she put Surf Ninjas on. But I didn't know where the other VHSs were, so I had to just keep watching Surf Ninjas all day.
She was like, make him feel like he's in Florida.
He's going to love Surf Ninjas.
So what you're saying is, for everyone who's listening,
Beat that
if you're nervous for Thanksgiving tomorrow, it probably won't be as bad as Joshua
as
was.
snow blindness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can't beat snow blindness.
Amy Lynn Thompson was born July 22nd, 1961 in Tallahassee, Florida.
1961.
Tallahassee.
That's
That's
pretty
she
close to Josh's birthday, I think.
It is. And July.
She's recent.
I'm a July baby.
So Amy
Baby.
excelled in just about every subject in school.
This is me.
She starred in track and field.
Not me.
She was also the head of the debate team at Leon High School in Tallahassee.
Close
I know
enough.
exactly where that is.
All around good
Okay.
kid, right? She went to college at Tallahassee Community and she majored in biology, but most importantly, she met her husband Kevin there.
Oh, good
nice.
old Kevin.
I know. Kevin and Amy dated all throughout college, and they finally tied the knot on October 4th, 1982.
This is such an odd start to a
Yeah.
story.
This just feels like normal people.
I know.
Like they could be
Boring.
like your aunt and uncle.
Maybe.
They're at this point where they've gotten married and they're trying to figure out where they want to kind of start their life together.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they got to enter the contest to win a baby.
I know. That's the next step. But what they decided to do on Amy's suggestion is move to Kevin's hometown of LaBelle.
Oh, good old LaBelle.
LaBelle.
Mississippi.
So LaBelle is a small town in Florida.
Oh,
It's towards the southern part of the state, and it lies within Hendry County.
Hendry County.
I've never heard of either one of those
Yeah.
places.
They're actually both really small, but as of 2018, LaBelle only had 4,800 citizens. So they've moved down to LaBelle to kind of start their own life, but the issue is there's not a ton of work in LaBelle.
Naturally.
It's a small town. And so Amy was able to find a job babysitting for local families, but Kevin, after years of doing like odds and ends jobs, couldn't find anything permanent.
Whoa.
So he ended up joining the United States Marines.
Okay.
Amen.
Wow.
He's
That's
like,
what you do if you
what
can't
else
find
am
a
I
job.
going to do?
That's it.
So within 6 months, he was shipped to Germany.
Oopsies. Bad choice.
But not a bad time to be in Germany. It's the early 90s. So
Oh, all
But-
right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
the problem is when he was shipped, Amy was 3 months pregnant.
Mm.
So that meant Amy was home alone with her unborn child. So
At least she has babysitting experience.
right, exactly.
That is true. That is a plus.
But it was other people's kids, not her own.
You don't babysit your own.
No. So they kind of adjusted to life away from each other. But Kevin had found a career in the military, and so he would be home like for long stretches of time. But he also, on the other side, would be away for long stretches of time.
Okay.
So over the years, this was just kind of their life. It's how they kind of adjusted and
That's what
did
you do.
things. Over the course of 10 years, they had 3 beautiful children.
She's probably like, can we stop? Because
Yeah.
it's just me over here.
I miss you a lot. But Kevin ended up making enough money in the military that Amy could just kind of focus on raising the kids and stay home. And so that was like kind of her priority. And things were going really, really well until the night of August 3rd, 1993.
What the?
I was 2 years old.
Is it Hurricane Andrew?
Well,
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
no, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Okay. So Amy's oldest daughter was 7 at this point. Her son was 5, and her youngest daughter was 2. Amy and her oldest daughter were in the kitchen preparing dinner at around 7:30 p.m.
Good time.
when she kept hearing the vertical blinds on the sliding glass door move around.
Oh, that's not a good
Vertical
sign.
blinds and sliding glass door. That's so Florida.
Yeah, I know it is actually. She hadn't heard the door itself open, and so she called out to her son and asked him if he was making the noise, like, "Are you playing with the blinds?"
Yeah.
And he responded and said that he was moving the blinds so that he could look outside.
Okay.
But then he's like, "But then I'm running and hiding behind the couch." And so she was
What?
like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "Honey, it's dark outside. Like, why are you looking out there?" And her 5-year-old son replied, "There's a big monkey in our backyard."
Okay.
What?
Okay. Uh-huh.
And of course, that's what every parent wants to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got an imagination.
And your
on the
husband
kid.
is in Germany.
Yeah, right. And so just to kind of paint a picture of the lay of the land down in LaBelle, in some areas, it's a lot of land and trees,
Okay.
but not a lot of people per square mile.
Oh, gosh.
So it's not unheard of to have your neighbors be like pretty far away.
I would be strapped 24/7.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So when Amy hears her son say there's a big monkey in the backyard, she wasn't alarmed necessarily. She was kind of confused.
Yeah.
And so she's curious and goes over to see for herself.
Okay.
She got to the sliding glass door in just enough time to
Oh,
see
gosh.
what she says, and this is a quote,
A big monkey.
was the largest wild animal on 2 legs that I've ever seen, and I got there just in time to see it turn the corner around my house.
Mm.
Oh, not a
Okay.
sight you want to see either.
No. So she says the corner of her roof is
gosh.
approximately 10 feet tall, and she has a motion light that kind of hangs slightly off of it.
Uh-huh.
And whatever walked by not only triggered the light, but it was tall enough to tilt the light in the opposite direction.
What?
So it's like its
Goodness.
head, I guess, like hit the light and moved it. So she's saying it's over 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Wow.
So she says it had tons of fur. It was overwhelmingly brown, but also with hints of orange.
Oh, cute.
You know what it sounds like.
That sounds like my hair.
So whatever it was, hit the side of the house so hard that picture frames fell off the wall.
Whoa, what?
And you heard, what the ouch?
I know. It actually was a mobile home. I should point that out. But still, like an
Okay.
impressive
Oh,
thump
no,
on the
that
side.
thing's going to get flipped over.
Yeah. So Amy takes her kids down the hallway into a restroom, and they barricade the door.
You're literally not safe anywhere in that thing.
No. And they're waiting. Actually, she did the same thing you would do if it was a hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're waiting
how-
in there for almost half an hour. But there's no cell phones at this point.
No.
The only phone in the house is attached to a cord in the kitchen.
Yeah. I've always said, have a bathroom phone ready.
Josh has
Yeah.
always said that, actually. And you do have a bathroom phone.
I do.
Right next to your
It's
bidet.
corded,
Right.
but it's there.
He always calls me when he's on the toilet.
Listen to this.
So she eventually gathers the courage to go into the kitchen and dial 911. So whatever she saw was convincing enough that she feared for her life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But this is 1993, so you can't just really like go online and Google stuff. Like you just,
No.
times are different. And so the police arrive and they interviewed Amy, they interviewed the oldest daughter and the 5-year-old son, and all their stories matched.
Okay.
So a report was filed by the responding officers claiming that it was more than likely someone local who was harassing the family.
Okay. Wow.
They said whoever it was probably knew Amy was home alone with the kids, and they just came out to kind of be pranksters or
Hey,
whatever.
go check George's costume shop.
Yeah.
See who rented that gorilla
See if he's got
costume.
his stilts available. So Amy's husband, Kevin, was contacted, and he was able to file for an emergency leave and come home for only 3 days.
That's how you get some
Wow.
time with your hubby.
Right. So the entire experience traumatized everyone, the kids and Amy, but it really put her husband in an awkward situation because he's like, how do I fix this?
Yeah.
How do I gorilla proof the,
Yeah, right.
the yard?
Exactly. And I've only got 3 days to do it. So they ask everyone around town, and eventually they find an officer at the sheriff's department who was willing to speak to them off duty. He says,
Okay.
look, I'll talk to you, just not on the clock. Give me a bit. I'll come over and talk
That's
to you.
suspicious.
Yeah, I think that's an honest man. He's like, this is going to be off the clock conversation because I got work duties to do on my work.
I got paperwork to do.
I'm clocked in.
Right. So this officer had a contact for a guy who lived about 40 minutes away, and this guy and his family specialized in this kind of sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the officer reached out to this contact, and he set up a meeting. And by the end of the week, Amy and Kevin were sitting across the table from the legendary skunk ape expert Dave Shealy.
Oh,
no,
gosh.
my goodness. No way.
So if you don't know, the skunk ape is
Holy
basically
garbage.
Florida's Sasquatch. And Dave Shealy is the go-to person globally for information about the Florida skunk ape.
And he's been on the show.
He's been on
He's
the
been
show.
on our show way back in episode 9. We covered him.
Wow.
Wow.
And then we did like
Skunk
a
ape
bonus
in a skirt?
episode. Yeah, way back then.
While
so
he was bidding on a skunk ape statue.
he called in while he was at an auction bidding on a skunk ape statue. This guy's been on Animal Planet, BBC, all over television. He has a full-time operation in South Florida dedicated to finding the skunk ape.
Yes.
So now Amy's got an expert in her corner, right?
A passionate, genuine, very cool guy.
Right, helping her figure out what's going on. So, but that's the issue with the skunk ape is we have hundreds of years worth of stories from Floridians, like native Floridians who have seen it and described it, but we just don't have any hardcore evidence. And so we know the Everglades are the largest protected uninhabited landmass in the eastern United States. So it's not impossible to think that there's something crazy going on there. But lucky for us, Dave Shealy is a friend of the show, and he's given us a ton of information. And I reached out to him recently, and this new bit of
This
info
guy.
came up.
He's so tricky.
Completely
Yeah, he is.
fascinating. And also, I'm not sure how much trouble we're going to get into for sharing this part.
Uh-oh.
that's
Okay.
We'll
We
be
don't
fine.
want the skunk ape guy coming after us.
He won't be.
Dave,
Oh, okay.
stop listening.
He's on our side. In Hendry County, where Amy is from, a long time ago, a company bought and cleared some land near LaBelle.
Okay.
This company is called the Mannheimer Foundation.
Sounds
This is the part I'm nervous about.
familiar.
So right away, this company builds a huge fence around the property. There's trucks coming in and out all the time. They're unmarked. Very mysterious stuff going on. And as you can imagine, the locals in a super small town, they're not happy about it.
No.
So
Red flags instantly.
they petitioned the state of Florida for the Mannheimer Foundation to declare publicly what it is they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So this is like in their backyard.
You
So
shouldn't be able to join my community and not tell me what you're doing.
like perform some secret operation.
Yeah, I've seen James Bond movies.
Amen.
So after weeks of back and forth between the townspeople and the state of Florida sides with the company, saying that their operations could remain private.
Okay.
I don't like that.
A private company gets to remain private.
Yeah, but
Don't like that.
so so fast forward a few years, a former employee of the Mannheimer Foundation says publicly
Uh-oh.
that the foundation has housed hundreds, if not thousands, of primates. And these primates were being tested and experimented on and sold to universities, pharmaceutical companies, and the United States military.
I definitely don't like that.
No, Cam don't like that.
So immediately PETA gets involved.
Amen. Get him.
And they start scheduling protests outside the facility and online. And the state gets involved again. They're kind of drawn back into it because of the outcry. And once again, they side with the Mannheimer Foundation, saying that they hadn't broken any laws and that privacy was their right. But however, they did not deny the fact that there were thousands of primates at this facility and that it was a breeding and testing facility.
Okay.
Jeez.
So
you should definitely have to tell people that if you're going to move into a
right. So in 2014, a second company that's based on an island off the coast of Africa, hand to God, is called Bioculture. And they partnered with the Mannheimer Foundation.
Okay.
And it turns out Bioculture is known for doing genetic engineering experiments on gorillas.
What?
What is happening?
Trying to increase their size, shape, color, and appetites.
Appetites?
So according to PETA, associates familiar with the details of the case have said that they have connections made to employees within the facility. And in 2016, Those employees said that since they opened decades prior, there have been dozens of escaped primates
What the?
What is happening?
from the
Holy
testing facility
crap.
Jeez.
down in LaBelle, Florida. So this is a quote from them. Some of them considered to be dangerous and massive.
Well, of course.
I think, if
They're
it's
super
knee high
monkeys.
and below, I still think they're dangerous.
So the Animal Rights Foundation of Florida released the following statement.
Oh, goodness.
Inside Hendry County's monkey breeding facilities are thousands of primates that are imprisoned in concrete and wire enclosures to produce offspring who will suffer and die in laboratories.
This is so
That's
sad.
messed up.
Many of these wild primates arrived in Florida after treacherous journeys from Africa or China. The international trade in these intelligent and sensitive animals caused enormous suffering. In addition to the concerns of animal welfare, however, is the idea of keeping hundreds or thousands of monkeys closely confined
Oof.
that may cause groundwater pollution or other environmental problems.
Yeah.
But mostly so, the fear of animal escapees is the biggest potential danger.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, unfortunately, Hendry County has chosen not to hold public hearings or to allow residents the opportunity to learn about what's going on in these controversial facilities.
Sweet. Keep it up, Hendry.
So now,
You jerks.
granted, these experimental primates may not be like what Dave Shealy and the other skunk ape enthusiasts have seen, over the years, but it could definitely be what Amy had saw because it was less than a mile away from her house.
A jacked silverback.
And they're saying that there's been dozens of escapees in the area. Here's what's fascinating. Out of all of the skunk ape sightings in Florida, like the bullseye dead center on the map is that foundation.
Oh my gosh.
That location. So fortunately for Amy, her and her children actually moved closer to her husband's. Her husband was relocated to a base in Colorado.
Phew.
They relocated out there. They have since moved from Florida, far away from the Everglades. But that case is still, actually, there is no case to be left open. The state has sided again with the Mannheimer Foundation.
That's crazy. How did they let that happen?
Well, they probably contribute a little more to the budget.
Well, and there's never been an official like, hey, this is what's happening here. It's all leaked documents.
Yeah.
Like it's all leaked like employees saying like, hey, heads up, this is what's going on here. And so what's interesting is like, I think because we do have like hundreds of years of like Native Americans saying, describing skunk ape, but more recently, you have a lot of people who are, they have nothing to benefit from the fact that they're saying, no, I looked out my window near this area and there was a walking massive monkey.
Yeah. I hid in the bathroom.
Right. And I think that's what's fascinating about Amy's story and all the locals down there is that for them, skunk ape is very real. And the unfortunate thing is there is a plausible explanation, but no one believes them because it's been associated with,
Jeez.
kind of
Hopefully
different
she
stuff.
didn't move in Colorado where they're doing the super wolf testings.
Jeez.
Because they're big, bro.
That's a big
Trying
one.
to
They've been
increase their
testing them
appetites.
run through trailers.
Come on.
And they'll
I
just
know.
plow through a trailer.
I know.
How very Thanksgiving of an episode.
I know. But it's been a fun year, I think.
A very fun year.
It's also been a fun week, and we are looking forward to year number 2. So if you have any headlines or stories that you want us to cover, we always love to hear from you. FMOFM.com. That's where we hang out.
FMOFM.com.
FMOFM.com.
And across social media platforms, it's FMOFM Podcast. We love you guys. Thank you for keeping the show running, and we promise to continue hanging out with you and delivering new material. We'll see you next time.
See ya.